Thank you for joining in. This is another version of BAYER Talks. Very interesting and a very different version of BAYER Talks, because this is not happening in an office. It is out of office, and we are sitting in a museum of cameras and photography. And I have with me today Devdas, the country group head for law, patents and compliance. Welcome to the show BAYER Talks. Devdas, lovely to have you here.
Thanks Rachna. Thanks for having me.
Have you been here to this museum earlier?
No, I haven't, and I'm actually quite fascinated by it because I'm an avid photographer from childhood.
Wow.
So this is definitely a place I want to see.
To be. Yeah, absolutely. And more so important today, because Devdas, we're going to talk about a very important topic, a topic which is very close to a team that's been working together. We've had very difficult times during COVID, and most of you would be knowing we've lost around 12 colleagues to COVID. And today we're going to talk about a little about their families, a little about the programs, how we could be a part of their lives, and how BAYER as an organization went ahead and supported these families. In fact, today, when I was walking around looking at these photographs, it reminds us that at the end, families are all that we have. Memories is everything that we create throughout our life. And Devdas, let's talk about a little about how we as a team, in fact, you've been a major part of the team, the task force, which worked with the HR teams to build this program together, which is the Not Alone program. Would you want to talk a little about this program?
Yeah, sure, Rachna. So I think, COVID obviously has wreaked havoc on a lot of people around the world. And all of us, I think, have seen, how COVID impacted us in a personal way. The losses that people have had, the personal losses. I think what we are trying to do and what we've done in the last 1 year or so, I think is really commendable, because, we are trying our best to help the families, the bereaved families, to kind of get them back on their feet. And there are many many things that come together to, help them. One, of course, is, how do you get them back financially stronger? And I'm glad that, we've been able to make some contributions there, helping kids with their education. Also, at that time, what happens is, people don't expect such a thing to happen. So
yes.
Their lives are almost in disarray. And if somebody can lend a helping hand, I think that's really amazing. I would talk about a little on the financial side. I think this is an area where, people don't, especially women in the country, don't necessarily have that awareness about what to do. One of the things I think we have done is to make them more aware about finances, how you manage your expenses, what are the avenues you have. So I think all of these put together would have made certainly a meaningful contribution to the lives of these 12 families.
Yeah, and I must thank all the employees who very generously contributed to this, right? I mean, this contribution was, apart from the company, the employees also contributed a lot, and that made a big difference. Apart from the financial support, I think there was a lot of work around mental and emotional well-being of these families as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what we did was, we had people who reached out to them, who stayed with them for almost a year, and they have actually been there, connected with them, whether they need grief counseling. So any issues that they are facing, it's basically the lack of confidence that hits people when such a kind of an event happens. Getting that confidence back, making sure that it's while obviously a terrible tragedy has happened, their lives have to move on, and that's important. So whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's helping them get employment, we try to do whatever is possible. And it's not a one size fits all solution. It's tailor-made. Whoever wants a help of any kind, I think we've done it in a way that there's flexibility. So I think that's how you can make the most impact.
Absolutely, and even for the educational, careers and education for the children as well, a lot has been done. And I think, and on this, let us hear from Harish and Priya on the various activities that was planned by the HR team and a little from their end as well.
Not alone was our humble effort along with Aspire for Her to support the families of the colleagues whom we unfortunately lost during the pandemic. As can be imagined, it was a very, very difficult situation for these families to deal with such a shocking situation. Whether it was appropriately dealing with the financial support that the company provided, or ensuring the continued education of their children, legal and inheritance related topics, many such issues that these families were facing, the volunteers from the Aspire for Her group, they supported us in ensuring that we could provide meaningful support at the time of their need. I'm happy to note that some of these ladies have been able to restart their careers either through seeking employment or starting their own enterprises and being able to stand on their own feet and putting their families back on track. I want to thank all Bayerites for the support that each one of you extended. We all contributed one day's salary at that point of time, and that was used in an appropriate way in providing support for these families.
Hope to see you again in the next Buyer Talks. Thank you so much.